Most Aussies are walking a financial tightrope every single day. They're one car breakdown, one rand hike, or one bad week away from total disaster. But there is a specific number, a magic threshold where the gravity of your life actually starts to shift. It's not $1 million. It's not even a house deposit. It's your first $10,000. G'day everyone, I'm Luke and welcome back to Luke Invest Australia. Today we're doing a deep dive into why your life, your brain and your future look fundamentally different the moment you cross that 5-figure mark. If you've been feeling like you're running on a treadmill and getting nowhere, this is the most important video you'll watch all year. Because once you hit 10K, the game doesn't just get easier, it changes entirely. Reason number 1, you trigger a massive mindset shift from surviving to thriving. In Australia right now, the cost of living isn't just a headline, it's a weight. Recent stats show that nearly half of Australians have less than $1,000 in savings. When you're in that bracket, you're living in what I call the survival fog. Your brain is constantly scanning for threats. Can I afford to be grocery shop this week? What if the rego is higher than I thought? But 10K, that's a psychological unlock. To a lot of Aussies, 10 grand is the mental barrier that separates the strugglers from the builders. When you hit 10K, the fog starts to lift. You stop thinking about how to survive the next 48 hours and start thinking about where you want to be in 48 months. It's the first time you realize that you aren't just a passenger in the Aussie economy, you're starting to take the wheel. Reason number 2, you've built a genuine safety net. Life in Oz is expensive. Rents are cooked and the price of a flat white is heading toward the double digits. If you don't have a buffer, life is terrifying. But 10K is the ultimate peace of mind fund. In the financial world, we talk about an emergency fund covering 3 to 6 months of expenses. For most of us, 10K hits that sweet spot perfectly. Imagine your boss comes to you tomorrow and says you've been made redundant. If you have $500 in the bank, you're in a state of pure panic. You'll take the very first job offered to you, even if it's worse than the one you lost. But with 10K, you've got FU money light. You can pay the rent, stay off Centrelink for a bit, and actually take the time to find the right role. That buffer gives you the power to say no to bad situations. And in Australia, having the power to say no is the first step towards real freedom. Reason number 3 is where it gets tactical. You start thinking like an investor, not a consumer. When you have less than 10K, your relationship with money is transactional. You get it, you spend it. You're looking at the latest iPhone or those new RM Williams boots and wondering if you can swing me Afterpay installments. But once you see 5 figures sitting in an account, money you earned and kept, your brain flips the script. You stop asking what can I buy and start asking what can I own. Instead of buying the brand, you want to buy the company. You look at a $2,000 tax return and instead of thinking about a weekend in Bali, you think that's 400 units of an ASX 200 ETF. You start weighing every purchase against its opportunity cost. You realize that $20 for a snitty at the pub is fine, but that $20 invested at a 7 to 8% return over 20 years is worth way more. You're no longer just a customer of the Australian economy, you're becoming a stakeholder. Now, I want to pause here for a second and talk about the slow start. Why is the first 10K so hard? It's because you're doing all the heavy lifting. At this stage, your money isn't working for you yet, you're working for the money. If you have $1,000 invested and it grows by 10%, you made $100. It's barely a nice dinner out, it doesn't feel like wealth. But 10K is where the snowball effect begins to take physical shape. 10% on 10K is $1,000. Now we're talking about a month's rent or a serious contribution to your super. The first 10K is the hardest because you have to build the habit from scratch. It's like trying to get a massive boulder moving. Once it's rolling, it takes less effort to keep it going. This is why your second 10K always comes faster than your first. You've already built the muscles. Reason number 4, you move from playing financial defense to financial offense. Under 10K, you're playing defense. You're trying to not lose. You're dodging late fees, worrying about the power bill, and praying your car passes its pink slip. It's exhausting. After 10K, you can actually play to win. You can take calculated risks. Maybe that looks like spending $2,000 on a certification or a course that doubles your salary. Maybe it's starting that side hustle you've been dreaming about, buying your first bit of equipment or inventory without putting it on a credit card. When you have 10K, a risk doesn't feel like a gamble anymore. It feels like an investment. You stop asking what can I buy and start asking where do I want to be in 5 years. That shift in perspective is exactly how the wealthy in Australia stay wealthy. They're not smarter than you, they just have the buffer to think long term. Reason number 5, you unlock the ability to wipe out high interest debt. Let's be real, Australia has a debt problem. We have some of the highest household debt in the world. Credit cards, personal loans, and the buy now, pay later trap like Afterpay and Zip are quietly bleeding Aussies dry. The average credit card interest rate in Australia is around 20%. Think about that. Even the best investors in the world struggle to get a 20% return consistently. If you're carrying a $5,000 balance, you're paying $1,000 a year just for the privilege of owing money. Hitting 10K gives you the clean slate button. You can pay off those high interest anchors and reset your baseline to 0. And let me tell you, the feeling of having no monthly repayments hanging over your head is better than any purchase you could ever make. It's the moment you stop being an indentured servant to the banks and start being the master of your own income. Finally, reason number 6, you've developed the habit of the 1%. You don't accidentally save $10,000. It requires discipline. It requires saying no to things today so you can say yes to a better life tomorrow. Research says it takes about 66 days to form a new habit. By the time you've saved your first 10K, you've likely been practicing good financial hygiene for months, maybe years. You've learned how to track your spending, how to shop smarter, and how to automate your savings. These neural pathways are now locked in. Saving isn't a chore anymore, it's your default setting. You've trained your financial muscles and now you're ready for the heavyweights. This is why people who hit 10K almost inevitably hit 50K and 100K. The blueprint is already in your head. Look, 10K isn't going to buy you a mansion in Toorak or a penthouse in Surfers Paradise, but it will buy you your sanity. It will buy you the ability to breathe, to plan, and finally start growing. If you're at 0 right now, don't be discouraged. Every skyscraper starts with a single brick. Your job isn't to get to 1 million, it's just to get to that first 10K. If you found this helpful, do me a massive favor. Hit that subscribe button and join our community here at Luke Invest Australia. We're all about navigating the Aussie markets and building real long-term wealth together. Drop a comment below with the words mindset shift if you made it this far so I know who the real legends are. I'm Luke, thanks for watching, keep building, and I'll see you in the next one.